Russian troops have definitively lost their offensive and occupation potential, and in their current technical state Russia will not be able to conduct large-scale offensive, invasive operations. The aggressor country has not only exhausted its initial potential, but is also in a stage of irrevocable degradation. A couple of examples to back up my words. Although there are actually many more examples. The first example is the battles near Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and attempts to attack Uglida and Bilogorovka. Someone may argue that this is an offensive and nothing else, to which I will ask in response, what was the result of this offensive? Near Uglida, in the area of Little Pavlovka, the Russians lost 5 battalion tactical groups. And nothing has changed. Bakhmut and Avdiivka have been under enemy pressure for almost 5 months, and what was the result? Were they able to occupy? Meanwhile, during this time, what happened in the war zone? Ukrainian forces were occupied more than 8,500 square kilometers of Kharkiv. More than 1,000 square kilometers of Kherson region on the left bank, and in the near future another 6,000 square kilometers of the right bank will be released. That is, the AFU liberated and will soon free more than 15,000 square kilometers, while the Russians for 5 months are fighting about Bakhmut, and reflexing on Avdiivka. And this is only 70 square kilometers. The second example is artillery. Without artillery, the enemy can neither advance nor defend. During the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Russia had between 15 and 20 million shells in its warehouses. It was by June that the near-shore supply depots in the Belgorod, Kursk, Rostov, and Voronezh regions had exhausted themselves. And how the snowball accumulates a munitions crisis in the Russian army. According to various estimates, Russians have from 7 to 10 million rounds of ammunition in the depots themselves, 50% of which are unusable due to unsatisfactory storage conditions, and the usable part is in the depots and storage centers with enormous delivery times. Yes, Russia is now supported by Belarus, Iran, and North Korea, but this support will not solve the problems of Russian troops in the war zone. This support will only prolong Russia's convulsions. The occupation troops have only hope for the AFU. Hope that the AFU will stop convulsions of the Russian army.